I really like gnocchi. That's, true Italian gnocchi is great. But the last time we were there, we went to a hole in the wall, just found it off the beaten path somewhere. And yeah, the whole group went there for dinner. And I think Steve was the one that got the lasagna. And then he was really quiet. So we all kind of, what's going on with that lasagna? But yeah, I ended up ordering two dinners that night, and the lasagna was the best lasagna I've ever had in my life. It was just outstanding. That lasagna, I'll never stop thinking about that lasagna. If I ever go to Venice again, I'm gonna make my way to the other side of the city if I have to, and get that lasagna. Right? Yeah. So I've worked on a lot of different equipment, new, old, really old. And then just being exposed to something brand new that just came out on the market was just really exciting for me. I'd never been involved in figuring out what are the shortcomings of the equipment, and then kind of helping to figure out how to resolve some of those issues. And experience with different things kind of leads you to think outside the box a little bit. Exposure to different things kind of helps you be ready for unexpected things. You guys basically called up where I was working for and asked for somebody with some Mitsubishi experience, or that's the way they took it, even though it's a completely different Mitsubishi. So I've got a lot of Mitsubishi Japan experience, so they just kind of threw me at it, and they didn't really expect me to like it that much. I think it worked out pretty well. I saw that, yeah, Joe he had nothing but good things to say about the company, and I was really interested in that because I wasn't getting that where I was. Having the backing of the whole company is great. It's you don't see that on a startup anywhere. There's standards that the industry basically goes by. And I think sticking to those standards is a good way to actually build a good foundation on a good technician. There's a lot of guys out there that like to cut corners, and that's where you just find yourself in bad situations. Just building a good foundation on the proper fundamentals is really important. Not rushing into things, trying to visualize what you're doing before you do it is essential, and just being aware of what's going on around you. Yeah, not becoming complacent with, oh, I got a hard hat on, so I'm fine. I got gloves on, so I'm fine. But that stuff only works so long. So preventative maintenance extends the life of the equipment. Strict maintenance schedule and making sure you're basically checking everything, it's gonna go a long way. Yeah, you want to do a hardcore cleaning. Once a year at least. But you want to do checks. Either, I like to look at things at least quarterly, just kind of see what kind of shape things are in. I like to check filters on these things. You have an outdoor coil that does, circulate the outdoor air, and the coils get dirty. So those are the things you need to be cleaning once a year at least, checking them quarterly. If it looks like they're getting bad, then you go ahead and clean them, sort of thing. Yeah, these units are pretty separated pretty well between the indoor and outdoor sections. I've gotten to the point where I can listen to a unit and it gives me clues on, if it needs a little attention here or there. Kind of gives you an idea of what you should be looking at. Working with the team and meeting so much of the other people in the company that are just, everybody's supportive. Everybody's on the same team. Nobody's really, you see other places, people will just do their own thing, and they're not even interested in giving any kind of pointers or any advice at all to kind of help you along. But that's not the case here. It's just it feels like a really good company to work for. We've gotten to know each other pretty well. They're dedicated, and that's a really encouraging thing to see. Western Washington, south of Seattle, Tacoma, like the surrounding area of Tacoma. 42 years there, 3 here, Italy, or that region. It feels comfortable there. The food's great. There was like a video training thing on Japan, Japanese culture, and I was going through that, and I was thinking the whole time, wow, that looks fun. Yeah, that looks fun too. That don't look bad. Japan would be fun. The last concert I went to was Sturgill Simpson. He was playing up in eastern Washington near one of the sites we were starting up there last year, and he was playing on the weekend, so I stayed through the weekend and was able to go to his concert at the huge outdoor concert venue, and he played for like 3.5 hours, and it was a great show. But yeah, I used to really enjoy going fishing up there. A lot of good lakes to go fishing in, and it was nice to spend time on the water up there. Down here, it's all about the side-by-sides, the razors and stuff. So I've got one of those, and spend a good amount of time out on the weekends up in the mountains surrounding the valley. Yeah, absolutely not. It's disgusting. No, but my kid would argue with me about that because I find them in them. I'm just like, what are you doing? I want to say no, but it's not terrible. It all depends on what's going on. Except for black licorice, I think everything's got its place and time. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, just that's for you to enjoy, not for everybody else. That's where I sit on that. I think it was over half my life we didn't even have cell phones, so it was unheard of. Take a picture of your food. What? I think that's the only way to watch a series now, after sitting through Lost and getting one episode every week, and then the giant hiatus, and then we let our kid watch it, and on a vacation trip, so we watched the entire show during a vacation. I was like, that was perfect, because we got to watch at least 3 episodes at a time, just so no, definitely would rather binge. I never have, so I'm not really, it just doesn't sound right. Syrup on scrambled eggs. I've always liked the idea of keeping it simple. Just keep everything simple. I like the, don't sweat the small stuff. I'm a big fan of the keep it simple, stupid thing.